Good afternoon, traders. This is AJ Trader 7. How are all of you? I want to thank you for coming in. Right now, I just want to, before we begin our webinar, I want to show a trade that we are doing currently right now that I just walked in from break. And when I normally come in, I immediately try to find day traders immediate trade to make money on. And I'm pretty good at doing that. I'm also very good at scalp trading trades, especially during low of the day. When the market bounces up and down, I give the alerts, entries, and exits. And I just want to show you a trade I just walked in with and took long at 71.26. And I was late because I noticed the movement on the stock, and it was right here, NBIX. And I was telling the traders just under 71 that the stock was going to make a move to 72. And while I was trying to help people get in the trade, I ended up chasing the trade myself about right here. And I told everyone the stock would go up to 72 or more. And the stock is now 72.40. So, and it's heading towards 73. And it's going to probably gap fill to 74, which is I kind of warned the traders to here, even though that'll be down 10. And you can see the buyers just continue to climb in. And this is a nice scalp trade if you take 250, 350, 400 shares. I like to trade stuff like this with 500 shares and be patient with it. I was also telling the traders in the room, if you look at how from, and I use 1 minute candles when I'm trading this kind of style, and I was looking at how it was consolidating, and once it broke through here, I told them it was going to go straight to 72, and that's exactly what it did. And what it does is if you have 100 shares, you're risking 7,000 buying power, you get a point and a quarter, you make 125 bucks, and really just a nice trade. So also I came in and I noticed the market was getting ready to pull, so I took Jenny was making a call on Nevada here on a short. He called right here in the room live, and he scalped it from here. This was his move here, and he tells you when he's covering half, covering a quarter. And Netflix I took short here myself. I believe it was in two. I'm going to look at it right now. I did several of them, but the latest one I did was 277, 66.5, and I covered it 277, 4296, which was right here. So a nice little trade here. And a lot of traders don't scalp trade because they don't really have that kind of confidence in themselves. And the way to scalp trade, just kind of give you a little lesson, I always like to put up SPY. You see these yanks on SPY? Now watch what happens to Netflix. Now watch Netflix. You see Netflix will come down hard. You see this pull here? It's usually a delay reaction, about 10 seconds, and then you get a yank. You see the SPY yank? Now watch Netflix yank. Watch it yank. You got 10 seconds to get in there, and then what happened? It'll pull, right? We also have day traders in here right now playing the SPY puts. Brandon, Fire Trader. See the pull? You see the yank? Okay, so this is this. I should be trading this right now at this moment, but I'm trying to teach you doing a webinar. Okay, so I'm missing money here myself. All right, but this is kind of when you run a chat room, you kind of miss some plays like that. Now you see that pop right there? That means you got to cover because you're going to see a quick pop, and you got to cover that. Okay, so always keep SPY next to you. See the cover? See how it just popped up a little bit? There it is. See? It's delayed. All right, so you always want to protect your profits on there. All right, so just this yank was just beautiful. I love to see when SPY just gives a. I just go straight up, and you could take them straight. Look at. I'll show you Netflix. You can watch Boeing. You see it's the same pattern. All right, you got square. You see that? Same pattern. And as long as you see that pull, you get in there and just and you pull it, and it's scalp trade at quick money. And you get in, you get out. And what I love about Netflix for me as a day trader, it gives me the range. So if I go in short at 277.81, let's say my fill is on a market order, and I give it 10, 15 seconds, I watch SPY yank, I come down, pull, pull, pull. I'm covering right here at 276.84, which is about 90 cents to a buck. If I'm doing 350 to 400 shares at a time, you do the math, and you do it 3 or 4 times, it adds up. So, but you've got to watch SPY, because the minute SPY pops, it's a delayed reaction. All of a sudden, Netflix will pop. So even when I was talking to you live, I was telling you, you better cover because it's going to pop here. And that pop could really lose 80 cents to $1. So it's kind of the art of scalping. All right. Anyway, we had a phenomenal day today. I can't tell you. It was just wonderful today. And today, Myrna paid the bills again. And I played Myrna 2 times, and I'm on my 3rd time. So congratulations to Fire Trader. He's up 200% on his puts, on the SPY puts he called out. Okay, you see it? Okay, again, here's another trade. You see the pull? Now watch Netflix. It's delayed reaction. Now watch the pull. You see it? It's going to come. You could get in there right now and short that stock, and you'll get a pull. Right? It's going to be a delayed reaction. All right, and it should yank right here. Hold on, hold on, hold on. This is all live, traders, so I'm trying to get this thing to show you. Look at Adobe, and there's another trade too. Adobe will come down, Boeing will come down, ABMD will come down, Netflix obviously, Square comes down, Roku will come down. Roku is one of our favorite ones to play too. I'll show you this one real quick. Roku. You see how Roku comes down? It follows the pattern of SPY. So, AJ, you're teaching these other chat rooms how to trade stocks. It's okay. I don't. It's okay. It's okay, Brandon. I don't care. I don't care. You know. Let's go back here. Andor. I was out all morning, AJ, but I just hit all my daily goal on Nirvana and Facebook Short. You see that? Again, you can come in anytime during the day and just make money. There's always a play in our room. And that's a perfect example. In our chat room, a gentleman by the name of Andor just said that. And he's made his money, already hit his goal. So anyway, keep an eye on SPY. SPY's only up 236 points. It was up 400, and the pull really happened. So really, really nice. Well done, sir. Make sure you tweet. And then all of a sudden you'll see Andor go on Twitter and indicate right here. He'll put a tweet here that he just scored, and that's how my tweets develop. You'll see when he'll probably put one in a little bit. So good job, boss. I also want to give props to one of our traders in the room too. This gentleman here, his name is AD, Mr. Graham. I really like him, and you know, yesterday he struggled a little bit, and he tweeted out right here, and he was real honest with himself. He's had for 2 weeks he's been green, right? And then yesterday he struggled a little bit, got greedy on 8-course short, alerted in pre-market, was green sized in too much, hoped, which you see how he puts the word hope? We don't hope in our room. So on this one he broke his rules because he took the trade hoping for a reversal instead of stopping. Instead of stopping out, it hurt him, and he lost money. And you know what I love? I love our room. The minute that happened, sure enough, Palmer, sick as a dog, after doing a webinar, reaches out to AD and talks to him. You know, I'm sorry, but that deserves respect. AD appreciated it, and look what AD did today. Comes back stronger than ever. And what does he say? Look what he did. I made $568 in the first 2 hours. This is trading. You can't always win. You want to. You want to win on every trade. But some days you're going to have days that just don't go your way, or you break your rules, or you do something that you find, man, that was really dumb. But when you're around an environment of really great quality traders that are willing to help you, this is the kind of success you will continue to have. Do you know how good he feels now? AD felt good. He's done for the day. He moves on. And I'm so proud. I'm so proud. This is the community Awesomecalls Trading is about, traders. And I just wanted to share that with you. Okay? We're here to help each other. All right? It's not about, oh, wow, you made all this money. Ooh, great. No. couple nice things. Let's talk about some of the trades we did. I want to share Myrna. This was a beauty this morning. Myrna seems to be bouncing off the $18 level. This is a recent IPO. So, well, thank you, Edwin. Thank you. There's no one out there like you. Thank you. I'm just reading some of the comments in the chat room live. David, Mr. Graham, thank you. You guys are awesome. Thank you, Ms. David. See, we're trying to get your annual money together. So, David just made a scalp trade on MBIX, so that was a good one. Anyway, Myrna, yesterday, again, I built another position, and you could see at the 18 level, it was just really holding hard. Then the market gapped up, and we were buying in the 18s, 1850, 1825s. Oh, this was a beautiful trade. There was many traders at $18.17. And we built into a nice position. And then the market, it just ripped it. Buyers just came in solid, and you could see Myrna paid the bills, $19.48. I sold Myrna this morning, and I even asked permission in the room, and I sold at $19, my last piece, in 30 cents. One thing I do, as I try to teach traders, is don't get greedy. All right, if it's going up and it's making a move, don't get greedy. Now, I played this again when it IPO'd. I bought it here, and Kramer popped it for me. I sold it in the 20s. Right. Then I bought on the weakness again yesterday. Right, and I sold it at $19.50. I'm sorry, $19.30. Right. So guess what I'm doing again? That's right. I'm building another position. I own it at $18.50 currently right now. I'm adding at $18 and $17.50, and I'm waiting for another pop. Remember now, this IPO'd at $23 a share. Goldman Sachs, Morgan Stanley, and JP Morgan. So, and I'm very happy with this trade. Okay, so I'm building another position. And then you'll see me post it, which is what I always do. All right, I'm going to go into another trade that we did in the room called Play. Now, as a trader, I want to, again, this trade is the epitome of Awesomecalls Trading. All right, why? You look at this and you're like, what is so big about this trade? Well, it's the call. It's the call. It's the ability, and what you'll find is 99.9% of the chat rooms will not touch a trade like this whatsoever. They won't touch a trade like this. And the reason is because, first of all, it's an earnings play, which most of your chat rooms won't do because they don't understand earnings, and they don't want to learn that version of trading. They're just like, I'm not into that. You know, if it whatever it does, it does. And then they'll start, and then there are others, oh, well, on a technical side, this could VWAP it on a G, you know, and it's like, no, stop. Okay, you really need to understand how play works. Play had bad guidance and mixed results. Typically, 90% of those stocks on earnings will fade, but there are certain stocks in our industry that get bought up, and Play is one of them. Okay, and so the call this morning on Play on our pre-market list was right here, and I want you to read how we put it. Okay, this is really important. Play. All right, Play. Play tends to get bought up on weakness on earnings. Do you see how I wrote that? Play tends to get, I'm telling you, as a moderator, as an owner of a chat room, don't short the stock. You're going to regret it. The stock should get to 48 a share. Okay? It'll be a slow to 48, but you will get 48 a share. I'm telling you that. Even though it was an earning miss. Now, do you want to see the trade? Ding, 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 ding. I'm sorry. What do you see right there? What does that say? What does that say? It says $48 a share. Do you see why chat rooms come from our room? Do you see why we develop all these other rooms? When you learn from a real pro, okay, you get that confidence as a trader that you can do anything in here. This is why we're all called Awesome Calls Trading. The only room being able to really hold its name true to its name. It's who we are. I don't think anybody in the world could see $48 a share but us. Okay, so that's just another trade. All right, market's pulling again. There goes your scalp shorts. Netflix, short it. Adobe, short it. Square, short it. Everything's fading now. Dow's just plummeting, so just keep an eye. All right. Here's another trade we did. I need to stop and give a shout out to B Trades. Now, he is a small cap wonder, and he delivered again every day. We have a gentleman named Raphael in our room, and he is also a really nice small cap alert moderator in here. He's been here for many years, but B Trades he killed it today. He saw this gapping up this morning, as you can see. See the gap up on thin volume. So this morning, this was his baby. He watched this, and he said if it broke out, he was going to call it out. And like true to his name, right there on that breakout, he called, I think, 678 to go long. And he literally stayed the whole way with it, all the way up to the nines. And you could see his Twitter feed at BTrades23. I mean, and he walked it up. And then he was done with it. And this was an incredible call in our room. And all he did, I shouldn't say all he did because he did a lot, was he basically looked for it, and as soon as it broke out, he notified the room, long and strong, 675, and he took it all the way up. I think he's still probably around 8-ish, but he was letting traders know it has room. Okay. Okay, we just got an alert from Fire Trader. He's letting us know that if you hear that noise, he's just alerted the chat room. SPY, next support is 266. So what he's trying to do is he's letting day traders know in the room that the support levels should be around 266. You see how it's pulling now? Okay, now watch this pull, right? Now you go back to Netflix, right? You just yanked it, and then you'll get another yank here. Okay, and you'll get Boeing will yank, and then you'll get Adobe will yank. So when I post things, you'll see there's certain stocks I like to, when SPY is volatile, these are what I go after. Okay, because I can make quick money through the day. And Square will follow with Roku. You see, this is why I play certain stocks. So Square comes back down again, and then I get the gap up in the morning, I can play the push. And let's go to talk about Square. Let's talk about it. This morning on Square, I told everyone in the chat room, I'm long and strong at $63.07. All right? And I told them not only I'm long and strong, I told them where the stock was going to go. I said the stock would probably launch through 65 today. No matter what, it should hit 65. So take it at 63.07. If it drops to 62, you can add into your 63. The stock will hit $65 today. I could not be more clear on a crystal clear call. Okay? I'm not into this, let's do Amazon puts, Amazon this, Amazon that, Google this, Google that, AMD, MU. I mean, come on. Let's kind of go outside the box, traders. Let's be a little bit diversified. Let's find some really nice, fun stuff to play. Okay? Things that'll make you quick money. I could not have been more clear on a call. Long 63.07, showed the entries. All right? And I said it would go to 65, sell on the way up. Square. 63.07 entry. $65 in literally how many minutes? Right there. So 100 shares, 6,300 buying power. You make 2 points, you made $200. for the day. Right there. And you did it in 32 minutes. Simple, effortless, on point, guidance, entry, exit, and the reason why. Couldn't get any more clear than that. Okay? You hear those noises? Fire's letting us know after he called the support level. Now he's letting us know he's up 250% on his puts. I'm out of my puts now, and I might see a slight bounce here. So he's just notifying the room a trade. One thing about Awesome Calls Trading that you'll come in and you'll find out is we're very transparent. We want traders to know exactly what we're doing. A mod cannot come in here and just throw out stuff like you see a lot of them. Worth watching. It could go up. The mod's in here, take the trade, give you the reason, and exit the trade, and help you guide with it. That's what makes a mod in here. And that is a perfect epitome on a live trade, what he just did. So thank you, Fire. And his name is Brad Norman, Fire Trader. Okay, this next one was ASTC. ASTC. Okay. So this one was our number one pick this morning. In my opinion, the stock was going to pop and fade. But there were certain levels that you needed to keep in mind. If it broke through for nibble some, risk 20 cents, the stock does have room to 450. In my opinion, if it breaks 380 and under, it should just fade it right back down to $3 and under. It's as simple as that. The reason why is the news was really, really, really stupid. And I'll read you the highlight of the news. I mean, if you look at this, you have to learn to read through garbage. This was the actual reason why the stock was popping over 100% this morning. ASTC explosives trace detector passes European Civil Aviation Conference evaluation process for airport security screening. See what they did? They walked into an airport, talked to a few people at the security line, opened up their briefcase, showed a few things, and closed their briefcase and went back home. Seriously, so why is the stock up 100%? All it is a short. There's nothing less. There's nothing to talk about. Short the stock. Okay, but before you short it, you gotta let all the chat rooms pumping and dumping it, think it's the change of the world, and all this other stuff. And you just kind of have to laugh at it. You just kind of laugh, and then you just look in there. Okay, now I want to go fade it. And here's the chart. Pops up here, fades back down, and to be honest with you, they're going to probably do an offering after the close because they're just so ecstatic they were able to do this today. So that was kind of a really stupid one. Good for the short sellers in here, but just a really, really dumb headline. All right, SPY's going to pull again. Again, you could get set up here. You can see it's getting heavy. And see the pull getting ready here. And then what you do is you come over here and you get set up again. And you get ready to, once you get then you get a nice little 80-cent play here. Gotta wait for it though. Gotta wait for it. All right, next trade that we did was a stock called, what was it? Was it Court? Was it Adobe, Square, Myrna? Let's see, Myrna, UXIN, Play, Square, ACTC. Oh, Netflix. Yeah, this was a really good trade today. I really love Netflix. Oh, it's right here. Okay, this one. Oh, this was a beauty. I want you to see the call this morning on Netflix. We came all the way down here, and I love Netflix. So I basically said I would long at 267. Give it room to 265 if it pulls. Don't worry. The stock will go to 275 or more today. Simple as that. Again, an entry, what to look for, why to make the trade, and an exit. The range, I gave you everything you needed to know. Everything on Netflix. Okay? So I want you to see it. Are you ready? Bell rings. Ding, 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 ding. I tell you to go long 267 in the room. I tell you don't be prepared, don't be upset if it pulls to 265. All right, give it a little bit of room, and the stock will go to 275 or more. And there's 275. So you see that? You literally made 9 points, 8 to 9 points in a matter. And if you're an option player, you killed it. You made what, 60, 70, 80% return? You see that? This is why an option room opened up, being in our room. You know, this is exactly the perfect example because we make calls like this every single day. So an option trader in Awesome Calls Trading could just go, okay, so if it's going to go to 275, I'll just buy 275 weekly calls, daily, whatever you want. Who cares? The stock's going to 275. Your Dow is up 300 points. Where do you think it's going to go? Down? No. Today, I called it to 275. And guess what? You're going to make your money in 20 minutes. And not only did you make your money in 20, 30 minutes, it hit 275, just like I said, and then it continued to go on because the market continued to have strength. You see that? Now, you really want to see what it's like to make money in here? You really, really want to know? How about you take Boeing? Are you ready to learn something on Boeing? You want to see a master at work? You ready for the call? Pre-market, you could see it was gapping up, right? You know what my call was? I saw this in 10 seconds. You know what my call was? You ready for this? I don't think you're going to understand how great our room is. But this was a no-brainer for me. Gapping up, market, what did I say? Look at the first call I wrote an hour before the market even opened. I want to get a pullback to 325. And then I want to go long. If it pulls back to 325, go long. Again, what's the entry? 325. What's the entry? 325. The stock is gapping up, what, 6 points? But I want to pull back to 325, and I want you to go long. Are you ready for the call? There's the call. Are you ready for the trade? Here's the trade. Ding, 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 ding. I said the stock would pull to 325. The stock hit 324.55 and proceeded to go all the way up to $331 a share. All you had to do is just have a limit order ready to go at 325 and you made money. All right, so that is our webinar today. I want to thank you for joining us and welcome to awesomecallstrading.com. This is what we do. And we'll do this every day, 300 days a year or wherever. Whenever the market's open, we are going to find the place. We are going to trade the place. We're going to alert the place. We're going to put it in writing. We're going to help traders to make their money. It's all about, to be in our room is $6.75 a day. If you're an annual, it's $2. It's as simple as that. And I pay for a scan service for an entire year. I think you could see my my ads on Twitter. If you want to join us for a day and just make some quick money with us, it's $25. You want to join us for a week, it's $100. If you want to join us for the month after that, we will give you back all that money. And basically the week and day will for free. And we'll start you all fresh for a 30-day. And that's what we do. Every day, day in and day out. I want to thank you for joining us at Awesome Calls Trading. I look forward to, and I want you to see one last trade that we're doing currently. Remember when I started the webinar, I told you NBIX would go to 74. See how it's peaking up here, right? If you go to NBIX, we have some traders in the room currently trading this stock, and you see how it's just kind of heading up. So right there, it's a 50 cent. So just being in the webinar is 50 cents to $1 as I'm talking to you. Anyway, by the time the end of the day, you'll see at 74 anyway. That's what we do. All right, well, thank you, and I look forward to trading with you tomorrow. All right, take care. All right, bye-bye.